Good evening, guys, and welcome to Are You Brave Enough? I'm Amy, your host for the night. Tonight, Gary and Andy are doing an investigation at a secret location. Can you guess where they are? Tonight, I'm going to be joined with Roy Roberts in the studio. Tonight, Trudy will not be on tonight, so look out for her for next week. But please share and bump up those likes and hearts. Anyway, let's get on with the show, and I'll bring Roy in. Hi Roy, how are you?
I'm alright, Amy, you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Could you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Oh, wow, I'm 6'2". No. I'm clairvoyant medium. Have been for many, many years. Basically, I'm one of these that's quite blunt. What you see is what you get. Simple as. You know, what I hear is what you're going to get. So it's going to be interesting tonight, especially after last week. That'd be quite good. I'm looking forward to that.
Can you tell so you're a medium in that. Look, can you tell me a bit more about locations and what you specialise in?
Readings, really. Talking to energy, talking to spirit. It used to be a lot of ghost hunts. I used to love doing a lot of that, but it's sort of, how can you put it? My passion was helping people all the time.
Yeah.
So it went more down the route of that, and everything. I like doing the criminology side of it as well.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah. We found, I say we found, wrong wording. We've assisted in finding the last three bodies in a certain area in Rochester.
Okay.
So, you know, it puts people's minds at rest, you know. So we've done that. Absolutely. That was good.
Brilliant. Right, I can see Gary and Andy are set up, and I'm going to add them on now. So here they are.
It'll be interesting to see where we are.
Hi guys.
Good evening.
How are you?
Yeah,
are you
very
a bit
well.
Cold?
Yeah, it's always cold. You wouldn't believe it's spring.
Nobody knows the location at the moment. So, do you want to give us some clues about where you are?
Yeah, we are at a very, very ancient ruin in Kent, just outside of Maidstone. As you can probably see, I'm in front of the walls. It was a castle built in the 1200s, so it's very, 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 very old. So that's all we're going to tell you, and we want you guys to see what you're going to pick up. You can hear the ghost box in the background is chirping away like crazy. So be very interested to see what that gets, and very interested to see what Roy picks up at this location, and more so what the guys at home are going to be picking up and everything like that. So we are thrilled to be here tonight.
Right, if anybody gets an idea where you are, right, I'll put up like all the different places where people think they are.
Yep.
Right, and anyone that does know, don't cheat. Right, so but if anyone knows where we are, please put it up, and I'll put it up in the comments and that lot, and we can let you know if you're right or not. Right, do you want to get started?
Yeah, what we want to try and do though is we want to try and get everyone in the zone if we can. So, like we do at the actual real events, we want everyone to concentrate. Okay, just try and clear their minds and start breathing into their nose and out through the mouth, and just concentrate on the energy around us here. Okay, so just keep that breathing going. Just in through your nose, just hold it, and out through your mouth. Just keep it going. Just keep it going, and open up your minds to see what we can get here. Okay. Over to you guys. Go.
Right. We've got a few comments of where you might think you are. Someone said Emily put Royston Hall. Emily Royden Hall. Bloss has put Dover Castle. And Danny Andrew Southam has put Thurnham Castle.
I see this. Can I just come in, Andy? I keep getting the name Robert thrown at me, like not as a place, but I keep getting the name Robert thrown at me.
That's interesting for this place, yeah.
Okay. I know it sounds funny, but I know you're in Kent, and I know it's factors, but I'm getting There's monks and there's friars. I want to say I've got a friar. What's friars to you? I mean, to that place. And something to do with a white horse, I'm being told in my head.
Okay, all that stuff is relevant for here, Roy.
Okay. Because I know it sounds funny, but there's someone around at the moment by the wall there. I don't know who's leaning against the wall, but they don't like them against the wall. They don't like it. It's like I've got areas there that are for vegetation or marketing or markets or whatever stuff like that would have gone past. It's meant to have been a fault, but it wasn't a fault. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does.
May I just say, if anybody has any questions for the spirit box, please put them in the comments and I'll add them, and then Andy and Gary can ask the questions.
August.
Oh, it's back in there.
Ask Augustus for the spirit box. Ask Augustus.
Augustus, are you here? Augustus, are you here?
See, I'm being thrown through so many ages, it's unreal.
That spirit box is really loud, actually.
Pardon, I can't hear. The spirit box is loud.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Augustus, I've got. It's really, really weird. I keep getting this friar. It's like they want to. I don't know. It's something to do. They're not to do with there though. It's like they're.
Do you think it's like way back before that?
No. What I'm saying is, I actually think we're looking at 1900.
Okay.
1900 or something. So can somebody tell me if there's any history on this about 1900 and something to do with friars, like Friar Tuck, that type of thing? But it ain't Friar Tuck, obviously.
All right, because I'm not getting it on there.
Yeah, you're in shock.
Okay.
Right, first question Jill's asked, would there be a lady in waiting?
Possibly in the history, way back, but so that could be very relevant. Is she picking up something around that?
I don't know, but maybe you should ask the spirit box as well. That might be an idea.
I'm picking up a name.
Is there a lady in waiting here? Is there a lady in waiting here? Tom. Did anyone else get that name? Tom?
I heard Tom. Isabel wants to know, are you and Gary feeling anything while you were there?
Yeah, I feel ever so anxious, to be honest with you, Isabella.
Don't blame you.
Ant says he's picking up on the name Edmund or something similar.
Edmund, are you here? Edmund, are you here? Edmund.
Could you ask for that name again, Andrew? Augustus or Augustine? Or even Austin?
Can you tell us a name? Can you tell us a name, please? Can you tell us a name?
I've just got, I know it's going to sound really awful, but I've just got danger.
Great. Thanks. Thanks so much.
My privilege.
Did you see what happened to me last week?
I was just laughing at
But I
thinking
don't
about
know
that.
if it's going to be you or Gary, but someone looks like they're squatting, going to the toilet, holding on to the pole there. Right? But it's really funny. I need you to go to like a kitchen area or a living room area that was. But it's like I feel I want to horse draw and quarter you. They would. This is weird. This is to do with a house. This building's to do with a house.
There's not much of this left at all.
No, but it's to do with a house. Just close by, there's like a mansion house or something like that. But
Yeah, there is.
There is there? Right.
Yeah.
But not being funny, but by there as well, you've got stables that are in the ground that would have gone 16th, 17th century. It's going right the way through here. You've got whatever. But this is mainly tied into the Romans, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Rock. It's mate. I tell you something. You got a sore throat.
I am feeling that way.
I've got a bit of a scratchy throat as well.
I can see you getting dragged off down the road in a minute. That'd be good. No,
Emily Randall wants to know, is someone called Thomas there?
Let's ask. Thomas, are you here? Thomas, are you here? Thomas, are you here? I think I just got a yes.
Yeah, Isabella said she heard Tom as well.
Yeah.
Lynn says she can see a nun called Mary. And Harriet wants to know, did any executions take place there?
I'm not sure about that, Harriet. Are you picking up anything?
I've got now satanic around you, Andrew. I've got satanic.
Where are you?
There's a gatekeeper. There used to be, what do they call it? Witches would hold circles there. Priests would hold circles.
We are right by what was the original gatehouse.
Natalie wants to know, is there children there?
Are there any children here? Are there any children here? I think they just said yes.
Okay. Harriet wants to know, are there white friars?
That's a good thing. They could be. But the friars are connected to somewhere else.
Tony said that Sean is picking up on a monk.
Shall we see if we can get some children's names? Children their names.
What are your names? The children here, tell us your names, please. You've got nothing to fear. When you know harm, what's your names? Paul.
Paul.
Okay.
Did anyone pick up that name before?
Ask for John as well. The name's John or Jonathan.
John, are you here? John?
Tommy's a child.
Can we ask
Is
the
there an
children if they
Harriet?
can make the green light on the wall go to red? So I'll put it in the wall, and if any spirits here, if they could make those lights go from green to red, we would be very grateful. And obviously, we give you all our energy freely and with love.
Trudy's picking up on female twins, posh family.
It's the right sort of area for that. It feels like
Anyway.
it feels like the energy's changed here.
Well, good or bad?
Yeah, it's getting
Bad.
satanic. It's getting,
Okay.
Bad.
it's really building up. That's why I keep dropping my head. It's really, really funny. It's like I feel like I've got a pressure at the moment around my head that's crushing it.
Craig says, is there a bombed out church?
No, it's not. It's not the one. It's not the one at East Chart near Pluckley. No, we're not there tonight, Craig.
Right, Denise put, there is a lady hiding behind the back near the wall. She's quite short and dark haired, quite dirty, acting like she's done something to somebody.
Behind me.
Well, she says towards the back near the wall, so I'm guessing near you, yes.
It always happens near me.
Can I try something with Andy?
Andrew is a ghost magnet.
Can I try something with Andy?
Yeah, of course you can.
Andy, will you do me a favour? Will you close your eyes, just relax for a second, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, like you're telling the others.
Yep.
Just blank your mind.
Not
So it
difficult.
really wants to come to you. It wants to communicate with you. Just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Relax, mate. Okay, what do you feel you're getting around you, Andy?
I'm just getting the most amazing headache, and I feel like I'm being pushed.
That's what we want. Come on. Would the energy that stood behind him, give him a little bit more of a push back and forward? Just sway him a little bit. Not by the throat, though.
I'm feeling
They
it.
really want his throat. They want his throat.
That's not nice.
They do, honestly. For some reason, this guy, this energy, really wants you. It's like, I don't know if you resemble something or whatever to do with that land. I don't know if you resemble that. It's like there's thieving or whatever, or poaching or whatever you call it. But the fact of it is, that place is a bit deceiving. I've got a building, but then I've got openings to that building surrounded by walls. And I don't know what them openings are.
That's not a nice feeling around my throat.
It's horrible, isn't it? Just
It's
tell him to back
getting
off.
tighter.
Yeah, tell him to back off and just push you.
Back off of my throat and just push me if you want to communicate.
My throat is really burning.
Isabella says, maybe ask if Tom is there again.
Tom's around Gary, and there's a little girl with him as well.
Tom, are you here?
Yeah.
I'm actually walking. I'm getting a bit worried.
Sorry, my nose is starting to bleed now.
Is your nose bleeding?
Right.
No, my nose is starting to bleed, man.
Slide away a little bit.
Oh, shit.
I don't want
You're
the
right.
energy to disappear, otherwise
Just started to drift down.
we want
Are you
it to
okay,
carry
Gary?
on. Come on.
What, mate?
Amy, can you just take us out for a minute? I'm just going to sort Gary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take it out. Just want to get...
Right. What did you think of that then, Roy?
Cushy.
Yeah, it's interesting. Gary's got a bit of a nosebleed going on.
That's what
Eh?
you want. That's what you want.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But the thing is, I don't think that's going to stop. If we ask the energy to back off, it's going to back right away. It's not going to do anything. But that place is quite deceiving to what it is.
Yeah.
If
It looks quite nice and calm in that lot, but I think there's more to it. It's a lot darker than we've anticipating it to be.
It seems to be, I'm not being rude, the name Robert is significant. And I don't know why it's significant. Right? There is children there. But I don't know if it's like some sort of assessment centre or whatever. You know,
Yeah, we're back.
It was meant to have been a fault, but I don't think it stayed as a fault.
No. It's almost a bit like wolf in sheep's clothing.
There we go. It's a watchtower. Annie, it's a watchtower.
First of all, can we ask, Gary, are you okay?
Yeah. No, it just started running down my face, and I thought, because it is a bit cold, I thought I had a runny nose, and when I looked, it was blood. So
Wow.
yeah, that's
It's the pressure of you being
quite
so
a
high
weird
up a
effect.
hill.
And Andrew got the headache, but I seem to get the consequences of it all. So,
Andy, are you okay? Because you had
Yeah.
pressure around your throat as well.
Yeah, I still feel a bit. I said it in the same sort of way. The energy here has changed totally. It feels sinister now.
yeah.
Is it a
Absolutely.
watchtower, Andy?
Is it
Was
what?
it a watchtower?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Chloe Needham wants to know, would there been a well there, as being shown a monk stood by a well?
Yeah, there is. We're not far from it.
No.
Yeah, there is.
Ricky says her heart is racing for some reason.
It's because Brighton are not winning.
And Jones Maureen Susan says, I feel public hangings were done there.
Hello.
Still here.
And Kerry says, I'm getting the sense of someone there with club hands. Both hands curled into themselves, which is quite interesting.
Is that around me?
She just says she's getting the sense of someone there with club hands. So a deformity in the hands. And both hands are clawed into themselves.
There would be deformities there. This is where people would be assessed to go into a village.
Absolutely.
Right, so is there a village close by to you?
Yeah, there is very close.
Yeah.
Is there a mansion house very close to that as well?
Yeah, there is.
Right, Laura says, I have the name Emery in my head.
Was that Laura?
Laura, yes.
Yeah, Laura, absolutely spot on. Henry II.
Julie Conley, someone is intrigued as to why you are in their space. Julie says she's picking up with a monk with an axe.
Great.
Do we have the monk at the other place as well? It's following us around.
Yeah.
I am getting pushed like crazy.
He is, isn't he? I knew it. I really knew it. Do you get the smell of pigs as well, or pig fat?
Well, it's odd you say that because we had a really strange smell here earlier.
I'm getting the smell of pig fat.
Yeah, there was earlier.
This is to do with Saxons as well. This is Anglo-Saxon. This is part of the Christian faith. I don't mean that against Christians in any way, shape or form. This is part of this fault or readout or whatever you want to call it, or watchtower is part of the Christian angle with the Christians, Saxons, and whatever.
Jill says, watch for pain in your heads. My head feels like it's been hit.
Yeah, we had that. We had the headache. Gary had the nosebleed.
I'm getting more than one now. I'm getting horses. There's stables there as well, but not in the castle grounds.
Fern says, be careful, Andrew. I feel something may affect you again, not in a good way.
Okay,
and
thank you.
Judy says she sees black dogs.
Okay.
And Alan says, what about the name Benjamin?
Yeah, that's relevant for here.
And Ant's put,
Is
like
that
a massive
anyone come
fire.
up with a name for where we are at the moment?
Somebody has already said the name.
Okay, sorry, I missed that.
Yes. It was very early on.
Oh, okay, well done. That's brilliant.
But we've not told anyone the answer yet.
Oh, right, cool.
Trudy says, can you ask the spirit
place,
box?
We got here, it was very sunny.
Can you ask who were the twins?
Who are the twins here, please? Who are the two little girl twins? Who are the two little girl twins? I don't know if I got the name Michelle out of that. Did anyone else hear it?
I didn't quite. I heard a female voice, but I wasn't quite sure what it was.
Let's ask it again. What's the name? What are your names, please? The twins. What are your names?
You all right, guys?
Yeah. Did we get a name?
I'm getting the names Thomas and Elizabeth.
Yeah. Did you say Thomas?
And Elizabeth.
I think someone else said Thomas, didn't they?
Thomas has come up a few times.
And
Thomas, are you here?
The name Robert thrown at me as well. But I feel Robert's got someone else, but I'm not getting the name of the other person.
Did someone ask for help then?
It sounded like it.
What about?
Do you need us to help you? God, I still fight around my throat.
Who's putting their hands around Andrew's throat?
I've just said it. Right, not being funny, that place, right, if you were caught stealing, would hang you. They would hang you.
That's probably what
Oh,
I think.
really? Okay.
Right, but if you're caught stealing, I don't think the place where you where you are played an active role, other than being a watchtower or whatever, or through the ages coming through. But the village and the house had connections to that with the friars and whatever, and they would hang you. That was quite brutal.
Yeah.
Tony.
It's getting tighter.
Tony's just said Sean is getting hot poker or hot spears in the stomach.
He's actually feeling that, is he?
Apparently so, yes.
Wow.
Andrew, put your
Is
hands
Henry,
out in front of you.
is Henry with us here today?
Sorry, Andrew, put your hands out in front of you. Put your
hold
hands out in front of you.
1 second.
Or Gary, both of you do it. Yeah, both of you do it. Just
Yep.
put your hands out in front of you.
Yep.
Right? Just relax, because I've got a funny feeling this is what they tried to do. I've got a funny feeling they chopped parts of your body off and things like that to steal it. I reckon they're going to try and take your hands. I'm adamant. I'm getting really agitated here that they're going to try and take your hands. They're quite brutal, really. Oh, God.
I can't really feel my hands.
Well, they're still there.
Craig Bradford says, feels like stabbed in the neck.
There's quite a lot goes on in that place, and I think it's still satanic now. I think something. You're on a hill, and if I go down below the hill, is there woods?
Yeah, there is.
Is that like treed and wood area? And not being funny, but is that got something to do with a white horse or white horses?
Yeah.
Chloe said, lady is a scarlet red dress, dark shoulder length curly hair from a well-to-do family.
Does she think that's anything to do with the twins? Because Trudy come up earlier with the twins well-to-do or well-posh, didn't she?
It could do.
Two brothers.
Yeah.
That was
It's
something
possible.
to do with two brothers. The place was something to do with two brothers.
Laura wants to know. Laura says she feels like there could be a Cavalier type soldier there, or of that era.
Yeah, that's quite possible here.
Is it? Yeah.
Two brothers.
Can we just call out to the spirit and ask who we currently have here that wants to communicate with us?
Calling out. Who else here is with us at the moment?
Tony says, how's Andy's stomach? Watch out for the hot pokers.
I do have bellyache. I do feel sore. Who's here with us?
Julie's getting Amelia.
Amelia, are you here? Amelia, are you here? Did that just answer to that?
I think it did.
Amelia, are you happy we're here? Amelia, are you here? What are you getting, Roy?
I'm getting friars again, but not to do with friars. You ain't far from Elsford, are you?
Not too far.
Right, is it? Somebody mentioned the derelict church or a derelict building earlier, other than where you are. Right,
Yeah.
is there a building close by that, or should have been there close by, that housed friars? Religious men, a religious order.
Yeah.
Right, it's them that are attacking you. There's something in them grounds. I'll tell you something, I'm going to be blunt. I think there's a part burial man there as well.
Well, that's quite interesting, isn't it?
See, something screaming there's someone there that wants to come out.
The energy. You know, earlier I said the energy was changing. It's feeling more and more oppressive now.
Good. That's what we want. Keep it going. You're not dead yet. I'm not talking to you, Andy. You're fine.
Well, don't kill you, makes you stronger. It's fine.
Yeah, that's it. But
Is there anything else you can sense around us, Roy?
Yeah, to be honest with you, round you, Gary, right? I know it sounds really funny, but I keep getting people like making food and all that lot, and children playing around you, and pheasants and all that lot. I keep getting that type of thing. But for some reason,
All right.
you're like the Lord of the Manor there.
The ghost box just laughed.
Yeah, the ghost box was right to laugh.
Right? The ghost box laughed.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
It did, yeah.
When
it said it.
It seems comical, but I've got something to do. It's something to do with two brothers. That place is something to do with two brothers.
Okay. Do we have the brothers here with us tonight?
Ask for Robert. Robert and it's someone else. Robert and it's someone else. And I'll go and get the bigger name.
Amy.
Yes.
Right. We're going to say where we are. So we're going to try and get some people to do some research and see if this stuff starts to make sense. So
Okay.
We are in Paranormal Castle.
Burnham, where's that?
So it's just outside Detling in Maidstone.
Right, so you'll buy a place called Burnham.
Yeah, we're in Burnham.
Right, that's
We're in
the
Burnham,
isn't
yeah.
it? Right.
So if anybody
Was
knows
there a
anything about the location, please put it in the chat.
Was there a friary there?
Well, I know there was one close by.
There's one close by.
Wasn't it Detling Priory?
Isabella's
sure.
just put Henry II clashed with Thomas Becket. Could that Tom that you heard be
really?
Thomas Becket?
Yeah, someone come up with Henry as well, didn't they?
Yeah, thanks,
Yes, we
Isabella.
did.
If you look at history, Thomas Becket had a relationship or something to do with Elizabeth something.
Right, okay.
Great evidence.
Right.
Yeah.
Emily says someone of importance was buried there.
Burial ground.
Emily, do you know, is that a fact or are you picking that up?
I don't know yet. Laura said,
Mind yourself,
I keep
Andy,
getting the
it's
name
behind you.
Lily with the twins.
It's
Lily,
behind you,
okay.
Andy.
Do you what, Roy?
Behind you.
It's behind you, mate.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you think we should move locations or something? I don't know.
No, let's
Behind
go.
you.
Let's go with it.
To do with the wall
Yeah, go
behind
for it.
you.
All right.
Let's go with it.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're getting more attacked than I am, so carry on.
Right, Isabella's saying, Andy, Isabella's saying Henry II had a twin.
Oh my God.
Henry II had a twin.
Yeah, and he's definitely to do with here, isn't he?
Wow. And how's that all panning out? Then?
But Trudy also mentioned that it was girls as well and well-to-do family, so...
Well, yeah, well, maybe they were gay. You know, who's the one that got done with the bamboo up his bum?
The what?
There was a prince or a king who was gay, and they wanted to kill him, but they couldn't poison him because the lips turned blue. So they got a bit of bamboo, they put it up his rectum, and then they got a hot poker, and then put it up the bamboo, and that killed him. And then there was no evidence how he died.
Oh, they
Sure that
definitely
weren't-
wrecked him then.
Sure, Vlad the Impaler or something like that.
That was what?
I said, sure that wasn't Vlad the Impaler.
No. Honestly, I think his name was Edward, and they say he was hoisted on his own petard. It's a well-known historical fact.
Okay.
Has anyone come up with the name?
Anyone care to look that up to prove me right? Thank you.
Julie Conley says, Gary's being watched intently by a male that is in deep thought and how he can communicate with him, and not in a good way.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he can try and communicate with me in any way he wants. I'm prepared to accept all colours. So if he wants to try and do something, then by all means, try away.
Did you just hear that growl?
Yeah.
I just heard something.
Yeah, I just heard a
We'll
growl.
have to play this back when we get back home and just listen to the tapes again, because
Well,
there are
that's
things we're missing, I think. Yeah.
well, if you look at 38, around 38, 48, then that'll be around the area.
Could anyone find out? if
What's
there was
38
no
and 48?
Robert?
Sorry.
The time.
Oh, the
time.
time.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
38 minutes 40 something.
Right. Okay.
Chloe Needham also said, I feel a lady
Has anyone
cared
else
for
got some more
twins.
evidence for us?
What did
Chloe's
you-
put she feels a lady that cared for twins. She don't feel that they're their mother.
So earlier on, we had a lady in waiting, didn't we? Who was that?
Yes. I can't remember who said that.
So this is all beginning to real make sense now, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
I don't think. Can I just say? I don't think that ruin was a place where people would reside. It would be more the house. That would be more the watch angle.
Right. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I think it does, yeah.
There's a lady beside Andy. She seems protective of him. Dark hair, beautiful dress. That's Julie Connolly.
That's nice.
Well, I'll ask the lady that's by you to communicate.
Yeah, the lady that's
She's got a red hot poker.
the lady that's here with me. Can you do something? Push me. Anything.
Close your eyes and relax, Andrew.
I'm going really lightheaded.
Just
Abby
close your eyes
Jones.
and relax. Allow it to happen.
Abby Jones says, were the brothers as young boys locked up there?
I've got two brothers, and the two brothers, I kept getting the name Robert chucked at me, so I do need to know if somebody can research Robert.
Yeah, can
Right.
someone have a quick Google for us and see if that makes
Hang on.
sense?
Ruth's just put Robert DeThurnham.
Oh,
Ah, Perfect.
Is he the original, Duke of the area or something?
Yeah, he looked like Gary. I don't know. I'm a medium.
I pity the poor sod. Yeah.
To be honest
Cheers,
with you,
Roy.
though, yeah, you're all right, fella. But the only thing
We want to try and find out that lady's name if we can. Ask her to speak to us with a
I can't read that. Can you ask if someone?
Right, Ant says, can you ask, did someone disappear there that had never been found? I'm getting a help me.
She might
I'm
react
lost
to you
kind of
more than
thing.
me.
And also, Isabella's corrected me. She goes, no, Amy. I said, Henry II had twin daughters, not that he had a twin.
Oh.
Makes lots of sense now.
That makes a lot more sense. So I cocked a bollock. So yeah.
Well done.
Do we know any of their names by any chance?
I know it sounds funny. I'm seeing a right old scraggy old. I don't know who's by the pole. Who's actually sitting by the pole?
I think it's
That's
me.
Andy.
I think
Yeah. That's Andy.
No, that's Gary, isn't it? Gary.
No, Andy is next to the blue pole.
No, sitting down or at the back of it. Right, I'm actually seeing at the moment there's like a black cooking pot, a big black cooking pot, right in front of him, and it's really, really weird. But it's some old scraggly old woman. I was going to be rude there.
Yeah.
She's really straggly, and it's as if she's lining you up to poison you.
Oh, dear me, excuse me. I think my nose has started bleeding again. You said that?
Sandra White said, in this church was buried Nicholas Brockle, Esquire, Lord of Aldington, Westcourt, and no to Edward IV.
You're right, Gary.
Do we have Nicholas with us tonight? Nicholas, are you with us?
Nicholas, are you here? Did that just say Gary?
I know what it said.
Yeah. Just said.
Did anyone pick that up?
Gary. It's after Gary. It's around Gary.
Wow. Who's around me? What spirit is around me at the moment? Can you tell me your names? Spirit, I'm asking you, tell me your name, please.
What did that say?
Tom.
Tom's just come out again.
Tom. Was it Tom or Thomas?
And it just spat out help as well.
Yeah. I know it sounds funny, but I've got somebody that Gary resembles somebody to do with that place going back donkeys years ago. And it's something to do within that kitchen. There was a death in that kitchen. And I'm not being rude. I don't know if it was something to do with whatever, but there's a lot of jealousy there.
I'm being interfered with in a big way in my head.
Yeah. Exactly where Gary is, around that area.
It's just got ultra freezing cold right now, right on this spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's literally gone ice cold here now.
Right,
but it literally just come like a wind and stopped. Yeah, no. Who is this spirit around me? We want your name, please. Do you want me to help you? I will.
The easiest way of explaining this, remember Sleeping Beauty, right? Where you had the woman that was doing the stuff, the old hag that was like cooking up stuff, poisons and whatever, right? Because she was jealous of someone in that building. But she was to do with the mansion house.
Denise says, weird, just had a picture of an art and a lion.
Oh, what?
For what?
A heart
Heart
and
and
a
a
lion.
lion, which is the lion heart.
It could be a coat of arms.
Could it?
Yeah.
And it's very high ceilings.
I'm still asking the spirit that's behind me to tell me your name, please.
Ask the spirit box, Gary, if it's jealous of you.
Yeah, the spirit that's here, are you actually jealous of me being here?
Help.
Yeah. Say that again, please.
No.
Say that again, please.
Mate, my hand's getting really flimsy.
Julia
It
says,
actually sounds, I'll tell you what, it sounds like they're saying kill. What
Yeah, I
it's
thought
saying,
that.
they're saying kill.
Julie Connolly says the area Gary and Andy are in is full of turmoil and death. Mysterious circumstances surrounded some of the deaths there.
There you go. And I think, to be honest with you, they were still current or deaths, but people went missing and whatever, and people were trapped and dead. But
I still want the spirit that's around me to give me their name, please.
Fern has just said, yes, Stephen and Robert Thurnham crusaded with Richard the Lionheart.
Oh my goodness. So D was, yeah.
Oh, God,
Stephen and Robert. Oh, right, okay.
Sorry,
I didn't even think that was a name from that time, but I guess it must be.
But they didn't
And
call him Bob.
Steve Hunt says Robert de Thurnham was with Richard the Lionheart there in 1215. Thanks, Google.
Evening, Steve. Thank you for that.
Oh, that's brilliant. I hope we're going to collate all this evidence and then we can go back and do a bit of research. I've gone offline, mate. My phone's just gone.
The energies,
Gary, you're all right, I think.
The energies are trapped, if you know what I mean, throughout the ages. They go right the way through the ages. There's loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. But I'm more drawn to Saxon stuff as well now.
Do you know what? Sarah, right, has come up with a name that I was thinking about earlier on. She says the twins were called Henrietta and Enon. I can't even say that. Enon. Or whatever it is. But Henrietta's the name that I had in my head earlier on.
Amy, that's so naughty. So what you see?
Enoni. Enon. Enon. I ain't got a clue.
Eon.
Enon.
I think Gary's scared. He's come to sit next to me.
I am. It's getting a bit too eerie. To be
Do you know
fair.
something? It's really, really funny. I keep seeing sheep now.
Can we ask the lady spirit that's by Andrew to give us her name, please?
Elizabeth.
I said that earlier.
So Elizabeth,
Yeah.
do you want us to be here with you? That was a yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a message, Elizabeth, for someone that we can pass on?
He sounds quite distressed.
Yeah.
Isabel Fellows. Henry the
Can we
Eighth.
help you, Elizabeth? Can we do something for you? Say hi.
Right, guys, Isabel Fellows has just said Henry VIII's legitimate children by Eleanor. She had 5 sons, William, Henry, Richard, Geoffrey and John, and 3 daughters,
Apart from
Matilda,
Elizabeth,
Eleanor
is
and
there
Joan.
anyone else that's here with us?
Did you just say Henry VIII? That's not right.
It says Henry had 8 legitimate
Yeah.
children.
Sorry,
Matilda, Eleanor and Joan. the daughters. He also had several illegitimate children, two of who were William and Geoffrey.
The thing that I just want to say is that I'm convinced there was a judge and jury there. It was a judge and jury, and
Do
it
you
was
want
run
us to
by
still be here?
friars. It was run by monks.
Can we pass the message on for anyone? If we can, just say yes.
Right, Tim has just said, forgive me, I've just, I don't know what location you're working at, and I'm aware of a gentleman with a very long black clothing, somewhat like a priest or a vicar would wear, with a thick black belt and a large round metal circle key is hanging off it.
That's interesting. A few
Andy,
people have
watch
picked
yourself.
up. I'm feeling tight around the neck again.
Yeah. I'm not going to stop it this time. I want to see how far we go.
Well, shall I close my eyes and we'll let it do it?
I think, to be honest with you, but people don't understand the power of the energy, and I think this is a good learning curve because energy can push you around, slap you about, all that type of thing. But it's really, really weird for some reason. Right, I thought they were going to go for Gary, but they're not. They're wanting you. But I think whatever they do to you, Gary gets the effects of.
Okay. Shall we let's let it do what it wants to do, shall we? I'm up for it.
Up to you, mate. Your own free will.
Tell me what I need to do.
I think just relax and say to it, go on then. If you want to come in, come in. I'll take you out of it. Well, I can hope I'll take you out of it. Oh, you've got life insurance. Just helping the wife.
It's in the filing cabinet, Anita.
50-50, Anita.
I'm going to close my eyes and relax.
Gary, try and relax as well. I want you to try and get what he gets. That spirit box. Is it right by you, Andy?
It's not far away. You see it? I'm not sure if you can see
Here you
it.
go. Furnace pot. Thurnham Castle was used as a watchtower in Roman times, and Roy, you said a watchtower.
Thank you.
The head and throats come back.
What's that saying? You've got to give us commentary of what that's saying. I want the energy to go through the spirit box.
Emily says someone was strangled to death, possibly Elizabeth.
I said Elizabeth as well, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I can't stop shaking.
It feels really horrible.
A lot of people have said that in the comments, like the shivering and the can't stop. Isabella says the air is heavy there.
See, energy can go everywhere. It can go everywhere. People can find it.
David says there's more than one person in pain. Feels more like a prison.
I was going to say they punish you in places there. Just relax, Andy.
Andy's going to feel hands on his shoulders. It's
really funny, Andrew. What direction do you want to go in? I'm being told they're pushing you to a direction.
Forward, I think.
And where does forward take you?
Down the hill towards the woods. Can't stop shivering, feeling tight around the throat.
Yeah, because I'll tell you something, to be honest with you, there's a certain tree in them woods, but it's really weird. I think that's an active place even now, used by certain probably Satanists, I'll put it that way. And there's gatekeepers on that place as well.
It's feeling really unpleasant.
And it's growling. That voice box is growling.
We heard a growl earlier.
Dee
Well,
says
it's
she
getting pretty
tastes
tense
blood
now. Come
really
on.
strong.
Yeah, good. Here we go. Come on. Work it with me. Right. Come on, energy. Oh, I love it when it goes like this. Go on, put your hands on his shoulders. Really give him a tug or something. Really push him. Push him out of the camera. Let Gary
I'm
topple
sorry, I'm
over as
getting
well.
a kick out of this, I am.
You're fired. No, I can feel it. I just want to. Oh,
I've been pushed
it's
down.
angry.
I've been pushed down.
Can I be up front with you? It's they don't like your bald head. Right? I'm being up front. They think he's some sort of Viking or something from back then.
I'm so
Like,
going to
I
grow a
don't know.
fringe.
A clan or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Fringe for next week. Honestly, I'm being
Mate,
shut
there's about
down
three
more and
around
more.
you at the moment, Andrew. There's about three around you at the moment. Mind your nose, Gary. It's just about to go again. There's about three around you.
I'm getting squashed.
I'm trying to push you to your death. So
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
They are. They're trying to put him down that hill so they can hang him off a tree down there in the woods. But was there a boat down there as well?
I don't think there's water near.
Let one of them come in here, and then we'll get some good proof, and then let Gary bring them out.
Apparently, they used to wear wigs in those days, and maybe that's why they don't like Andy's bald head. That's what Isabella says.
Spirit box, growl or speak to Andrew. Let the energy come through the spirit box. Come on.
Chloe says there's a name John around Gary.
I'm sort of watching the two here. Say that again. Dead birds. Okay. I'm seeing dead birds.
This is feeling really unpleasant.
Do you know what they're trying to do? It's like I want to say I want to crucify him. It's Easter Sunday. It sounds really bad. And I do apologise. But it's like they want to crucify. Like,
Natalie, I think that might be Gary sitting behind Andy's shoulder.
Yeah, it's Gary.
they want you face down, Andrew. They don't do it, but they want you face down in the mud. It's like you don't deserve it. They want to put you. Do you know why they got rid of them? They fed them to the pigs.
Tony wants to know how your left shoulder is, Andy.
It hurts, strangely.
They're pushing. Somebody's got to sit. Would the energy please show itself a little bit, please?
Ant says, feels like my wrists have been cut off. Andy, how's your wrists?
They feel bound.
Would the energy there please show itself and make a sound or do something to prove your existence, please?
Sean feels that those are undrawn and quartered. Laura says my whole left arm has been numb for about half hour.
Sorry, Laura. Gary, are you there?
Yeah, he's here.
Is he feeling all right?
Are you feeling well?
No, not really.
Denise says left foot. How's that, Andy?
Yeah, that's painful as well. Everything
He
in the
hasn't got a
left.
body left, has he?
Could it be like a stroke-like feeling as well?
Yeah, my mouth doesn't feel right either. It feels like I can't speak properly.
I wonder if this person may have had a stroke and then they got
No, this is attacking.
I mean, like he could have had a stroke and then he could have got penalised for it. Do you know what I mean? He could have been accused of being some sort
Like
of
I said
witchcraft.
earlier on, there was disablements there.
Yeah.
There was people with disablements or whatever. But to be honest with you, I don't think there was ever battles there.
Ellen says it's getting really dark around Andy.
Andy's disappeared. All you can see is the white fluorescent. Robert, could you back off him, please?
Natalie says,
Robert,
now
back
I've
away
seen
from
where
Andy.
Gary is. The figure I saw was standing directly behind Andy, not besides him.
Andrew, no, you stay there, Andrew. Robert, can you back away from Andrew, please?
Ant says, Gary, do you feel like you've been hit with a blunt
I've
object,
just
right
seen
hand
something
side of
go
the
across
face?
that camera at the top. Did
It's
somebody see like that face go across the top?
what
Is that
behind
you,
us.
Gary?
Gary's
Behind
next
you.
to me.
Yeah, no, it was behind that. It was behind Gary.
I've just seen
There
a
was
big
fight.
shadow.
And if you look at the left of the cat, right? Are you at the left there, Andrew?
Right, we're the other way round. So hang on, I'm waving. If that makes sense, Gary's.
It almost looks like someone's standing directly behind Andy. You know the screen with the blue?
In the face.
Yeah, you know the screen with the blue thing in the middle? Well, it looks like something's directly behind Andy.
Ask the spirit box if the energy has just shown itself.
Have you just shown yourself? I can't speak. I cannot speak. Can you just
energies that are around Andrew back off? With the energies that are around Andrew back off, allow him to speak and talk properly. Do not take over the body.
That's better. That's feeling better.
Right, ask it. Ask it if it's just shown itself. Because it was behind both you and Gary. I saw the face. The face went across the screen. Did anybody else see it, Amy? Can you ask?
Did anyone else see it? Could you put it in the comments?
Did you just show yourself? Show yourself. I think they just said yes.
Yeah, Natalie's just said, I can see it too.
Yes.
Did you just show yourself?
And yeah, she saw it. Natalie saw
It
it.
was, the face just went across the screen.
And Jill says, I saw that like another face over Andy.
Yeah, that was it. Brilliant.
Mark's put, Laura's put yes. Mark, we saw it, it looked angry. Mark's put yes. Just heard 2 deep breaths, Julie Conley. Cheryl's put yes, behind Andy there was something.
Thank you very much.
Chloe Needham's put I saw it moved from right of the screen across to the left.
Yep.
Isabella wants to know, Isabella says, are either of you afraid?
Not scared, felt a bit anxious.
I've got severe pain right in my gut.
And Ricky said,
In your stomach.
Yeah, there we go. See?
Gary's got bad pains in his stomach.
Right, with the energy back away from Gary. I said that earlier. I said what Andrew goes through, Gary's going to feel the effects.
Yes. Quite.
Can you show yourself again?
Did you hear that? Did somebody go?
I heard that.
Yeah,
Did you hear it?
yeah.
Yes.
Somebody
It's
just gone.
still behind Andy. I see it. Cheryl Ann
We're getting it
put.
now. Excuse me coming up close, but I'm having a look really, really bad. It's lovely, but it's lovely to see energy other than you, unless you've got somebody behind you walking around in the black and they're all in dark and, you know,
No.
just popping their head out there and then. But honestly, you've just had a face right behind you, Andy. And it's nice that the viewers have turned around and seen it as well. You know what I mean? That's brilliant.
I just heard a growl again.
Honestly, it's weird. It's just there's so many things that can happen there.
Ant's
It's a
just
good
picked
place.
up Leave Us screaming out. And Julie says, I heard it too.
Help. It just said
It's
help.
there. It's never left.
Ask it how it wants you to help it.
How do you want me to help you?
Oh.
Isabella wants to know, she says, gosh, I think it would be feeling afraid. Can you ask Spirit if you should be afraid?
Should I be frightened of you?
You should never be afraid of spirit. If you're afraid of spirit, they can always come in and take over and whatever. You've got to have control of it. Never
Easy
ever
to say.
muck about with spirit.
Easy to say when you're in your boat and I'm out here.
What was that?
I said easy to say when you're in your boat and I'm out here.
Yeah, but you've got me here. You got me here.
Should I be afraid
I'm
of you?
going now, lads.
Tim's put, I'm aware of a gentleman dressed in dark clothes, like long down the type of the thing of a vicar and a priest would wear. Like in a metal ring and that. So I think
Yeah,
we've read
man,
this
for a
comment
friar.
earlier.
Yeah.
Amy, I'm going to need to go because Gary doesn't look too sharp at all.
Right. Okay, right. So we're going to end it there anyway because it's 9:10 anyway. So,
Is Gary all right? Can you locate me?
Yeah, I'm just going to...
right.
Yeah, I'm just,
I'll
yeah,
take
of
you
course.
off the screens and I'll end the show and I'll come back to you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Right. That was an interesting show tonight, weren't it, Roy?
That'd be what?
Yeah.
That's what normally happens.
I know. Right.
I
Well,
love it.
I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. And
No, it's been a privilege. Thank you.
and we would love to have you back again. So I'm going to say good night to
Anytime.
everybody. So thank you for joining us. And if you can share and like and give us the arts, that would be brilliant. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Keep me
Bye.
posted about Gary.